This Wednesday, coinciding with the visit of Kings Felipe and Letizia to Denmark, a report comes to light that puts one of the most prominent members of their royal family at the center of current events. It concerns Crown Prince Federico and his night in Madrid with Genovieve Casanova. An intimate evening that began with a romantic stroll through one of the most idyllic places in the capital, the Retiro Gardens. Ignoring the stairs and accompanied by two bodyguards, Federico de Dania and Genovieve Casanova disguised themselves among the crowd. She with an elegant demeanor and a coat around her shoulders. He, more informal, in a blue parka and brick-colored pants. Some distance away, two men from the Danish prince's security detail. Both had left Retiro through the exit closest to the Mexican woman's house. They knew exactly where they were going. In fact, they had a plan to get to one of the most famous corners frequented by world celebrities, Federico de Denmark and Genovieve Casanova, from Retiro to Corral de la Moreria. After walking around the Retiro, Federico and Genovieve went to the home of a Mexican woman. There they changed clothes to enjoy dinner at the Corral de la Moreria. The Crown Prince and his companion tried to mislead by leaving the house separately, even though they shared the same car that took them to the city center. There was no line at the tableau, someone was already waiting inside. To avoid the gawkers, they took a booth hidden behind a curtain. A waiter stood at the entrance to ensure your privacy. At one of the tables in the hall sat the attendants of the heir to the crown. There they dined while visitors enjoyed the historic flamenco show that has enchanted so many famous faces over the decades. It's one of the city's most iconic venues and one of the most frequented by Hollywood celebrities. And for the royal family, of course. Federico and Genovieve stayed at the restaurant until midnight. The store had already closed when they left it. They drove the car back to the Mexican woman's house. They entered together. It must be 7 hours before the Danish heir leaves on his institutional duties. Where was Mary Donaldson, wife of Frederick of Denmark? While Frederick of Denmark spent the evening with Genovieve Casanova in Madrid, his wife Mary Donaldson was in New York. An official trip forced the princess to leave the country alone. It was then that Federico traveled to Madrid. This is evidenced by the photos published by the magazine. The Crown Prince appeared in Madrid in the company of Genovieve Casanova. This exclusive coincides with the official trip of Kings Felipe and Letizia exactly to Denmark. In fact, it was Prince Frederick and Maria who received the kings. The couple went to the airport to give Felipe and Letizia a warm welcome before their meeting with Queen Margaret. Since then, several crazy hours have passed, during which we were able to see Letizia in her best outfits. All without knowing what was brewing.